I honestly have no idea how to start this video, but here we go. Welcome to the video. I'm joined by a friend of mine. We are currently playing a game.
Live via satellite.
Technically, yes. We are currently playing a game. I'm screen sharing it to him. That I have no idea. It is a game I just bought on Steam called Sweetest Monster. As you can see, this is going to be a quote-unquote mature video, and it doesn't matter what I say or what I
Look,
do.
if you're under 18, leave right now.
We know you won't. You should. We know
But
you won't.
just to get the fucking lawyers
Oh, yes.
just to get the lawyers out of the way, just leave right now. But
Yes.
if you keep going, we promise you it will be the same. Because apparently this may be a hentai game. I'm not even sure about that.
I am not responsible for anything that may or may not happen in this video. Anything you see, you cannot go to your parents and complain. I did nothing wrong. You have been warned. I honestly can't think of anything else to say. What about you, Lapis?
I'm here purely out of circumstance.
Honestly, I have no idea how well the recording's gonna come out, so we will see. I will need to mess around with my settings. Let's go. I'm already a bit skeeved out. Sweetest monster. Let's immediately go to options. Yep, there is absolutely nothing I can do in here that matters, so I am honestly very worried about what we're going to see here, but at the same time, morbid curiosity has taken over. What about you, Lapis?
I would not even think of touching a game like this simply because it doesn't appeal to me. But you bought it on a whim, and I can't leave because now I'll look like a jackass.
Yes, you will. I now have you trapped. Now I don't have to suffer alone like I did through another game I recorded. I remember when Great Aunt Clarice was still alive. She had a black cat called Belle. Oh god, now I see where this is going. That isn't entirely true. Great Aunt Clarice didn't just have one cat over her long life, she had several. Makes sense. Maybe it's because she never had it. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, and diagnosing someone after their death seems rather callous to me. Does sound like a bit of a dick move. Like abandoning your friend in a situation like this. I'm going to use all I can to keep you here with me, Lapis. I don't want to suffer here by myself.
Hey man, I got nothing to say. All I know is I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you really think I don't?
This is your thing, man. I'm literally here as an observer.
This is me walking into a bad idea. The music overall, not really missing much.
You can't say overall until you finish it.
The music so far, you're not missing much. Great Aunt Clarice always loved cats. After the death of Great Uncle Albert, however, she began to dote on them more and more. See, this sounds like something that could have turned into something else. Like evil cat people. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be one cat person. She would sit them on her lap and talk to them. She looked at them so intensely you would have thought she was waiting for a reply. Honestly, that's not as crazy as you think. Because my late great-grandmother used to dote on her dogs. It's kind of sad now that I think about it. I didn't find it sad when I was little, though. I thought it was scary. I mean, it can be both. I never liked to see Great Aunt Clarice. Why don't you read Mr. Walken?
I'm not gonna read it.
Please.
I'm not gonna read it.
Why?
Because, look, I'm not a prude, okay? I like many.
I'm talking about this specifically, Lapis, not that.
Yes, that's the point. I'm not a prude, but at the same time, I know what I get a feeling of what you're walking into, and I don't want to walk into it with you.
You're gonna stand back from a distance and watch me be eaten? Really? You're not even gonna own up to it? That is essentially what might happen.
You literally told me like 5 minutes ago, hey, I'm recording this.
I asked if you were fine with that.
I wasn't paying attention at the time.
Not my fault. She would sit in her armchair, bent double back, hunched like an eponymous bell ringer from Victor Hugo's famous novel, stroking her cats with withered, ropey hands. I think we may need to call for sanctuary. Lapis, I ask if you do nothing, at least be conducive to comedy. I mean, crazy cat lady. Come on. At least drop a Simpsons joke.
Not gonna.
You bastard. I'm gonna find a way to get you back for this. I guess she was your archetypal crazy cat lady at her lowest point. She had 6 of the things shedding hair, wow, around the house and dragging dead birds across the welcome mat in the kitchen. You know who this sounds like a nightmare for so far? Zero. This entire prologue so far just seems like it would piss her off, and it's great. It makes me happy.
Yeah, because she hates anything that's not logical.
No, I meant cats. The cat part. She's allergic to cats and she hates them, remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember much about her cats. I mean, they're just cats. You've seen one cat, you've seen them all, right? Not necessarily. Some cats are bigger assholes than others. Belle was different. I remember Belle. Yeah, I now see where this is going. Goddamn Japan and your damn cat magic. Was a black cat, proud, stately, her eyes greener than anything I'd ever seen before. You do realize the irony of me having you of all people with me right now for something related to cats? That part was unintentional. That was black cat, proud and stately, her eyes greener than anything I've ever seen before. She just liked people in general, would hiss and spit whenever unwanted fingers strayed too near her glossy coat. She hissed at me, at mother, father. She definitely hissed at Great Aunt Clarice. See what I mean? Some cats are assholes.
Yes, but here's the thing. You've never seen this movie, but there's a movie out there. It's very low budget and stupid. It's called Strays. It's basically about a family it's basically arachnophobia, only instead of spiders, it's cats.
Are they foreign super cats, or?
It's weird because the movie is basically about this couple that moves into a new house, and it turns out there's like a gang of cats that is menacing them, and like it ends almost the same way as arachnophobia.
Is it weird that I can't remember the ending of that movie?
Basically when Jeff Daniels goes into the in the basement to try and kill the alpha spider, only instead of going to the basement, the main dad actually goes to confront the main like alpha cat in the kitchen, and he basically fights it, and at one point throws it in a microwave, which it then proceeds to burst out of.
Oh God. Okay, Lapis, me and you are watching that movie later.
I don't know if I can find it anymore, but
I
I'll
probably
try
can
and
find it.
Anyway, the way they kill it, the way he kills it is basically the cat lunges at him, and just before it reaches him, he grabs an electrical cable and essentially jams the thing down its throat.
Oh my god. Alright, back to this. When she was truly enraged, Belle would even try to scratch us. I can still remember how it felt when Belle's claws raked across the backs of my hands. I can still remember the ugly red welts. Oh! Yeah, that is probably one of the most relatable forms of pain I've heard in a video game. Drew blood
Okay,
on
so
more than
if
one
this cat was
occasion.
so aggressive, why didn't they capture it and take it to a veterinarian or a shelter or whatever? Why keep it?
Crazy cat lady Lapis. Mother and father were upset, but great aunt Clarice simply tut and said, "Well, what can you do?" See, you see, I for some reason understand crazy cat people. My parents, as may be expected, were not happy about the laissez-faire response. As a result, they stopped visiting her for several weeks. He couldn't hold out for long, though. My mother probably felt guilty for storming out of her house like that, even though the welfare of her only son was at stake, but not really. I mean, I'm still alive and kicking, which is more than can be said for Aunt Clary. God. I really should not be laughing. Bill's violence assault didn't leave any lasting scars, not physically. Mentally, I'm also doing fine, although I did become a primary school teacher, so you might think otherwise. Yeah, there's a good chance that the writer might not be American, because we say elementary, not primary. But those scratches were half of the worst things Belle did to me. Well, I'm a little bit worried now. What about you, Lapis? This is
Look, it's gonna come down to the thing almost killed me by leaping onto my face and trying to rip my face off.
yeah, I can face off. I remember I was playing with a model airplane. I'm not saying it like that. I refuse to say it as it's written there. It was anything special. It wasn't anything special, certainly not electronic. All I could do was throw it like a glorified frisbee.
Okay, so it wasn't a model airplane. It was like one of those cheap fucking styrofoam gliders.
No, they do have some that like aren't crazy special, but they are still technically a model airplane. I enjoyed it all the same. As running through Great Aunt Clarice, I was about to say Great Grunt Int. I don't know why. I want to say Grunt Int Clarice. What the hell would that be, Lapis?
Come on, it's gonna fucking jump on him.
It's going to try to take my face away. Jungle back of the garden, all uncut grass that reached past the ankles of old dead apple trees that hadn't given any apples for years and years when I noticed it. Wow, we are 13 minutes in. We went off on, I think, 3 different tangents. Great Aunt Clarice's garden was rather big. Was big, I should say, because the garden doesn't belong to her anymore. It had apple trees, like I said, but also had vegetable garden, a disused pen where Great Uncle Albert used to keep chickens, and a lake. A rather large lake lined with willow trees, like something from a picture book. Like the lake in the beginning of Alice in Wonderland. Maybe I was channeling Alice myself that day, so I didn't tumble into Wonderland searching for white rabbits. Instead, I was quite foolishly looking back on it. Fell headfirst into the lake while trying to save the life of a black cat. Heard a yowl and a loud splash, and I turned my plane forgotten. It landed on the ground and bounced a couple of times, but I hardly noticed. I was too busy staring out at the lake. Staring at Belle. The old saying, states cats have 9 lives, but I wasn't naive enough to believe that even at the age of 6. I'd already been to Great Uncle Albert's funeral, so I knew that when people died, they stayed in the ground and didn't get back up again.
So zombies.
Shut up, Lapis. That did not have 9 lives. She only had 1 life, and it was precious. Belle had scratched me only a few months prior, and I didn't particularly like her, but I didn't want her to drown.
You could have just you could have just lured it into a sack, gone into the mountains, and fucking let it go out there. It would never have come back.
I'm not even going to get into. We're not letting the cat out of the bag. That's a bad thing, remember? And also, Lapis, they always talk about how you let it out of the bag. No one ever states how you get it in the bag.
Cat food?
I meant well, but as it soon transpired, this was an incredibly stupid idea for several reasons. Understandable. For one, I could not swim. For another, Belle could. This cat is a dick! Do you think this cat might be evil? Like a very special kind of evil? I can't really remember what happened after that. This is where my memory goes foggy. All I have to rely on is hearsay from my parents and reports from doctors. They told me I almost drowned. I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel or anything. Or if I did, I don't remember it. There is something I do remember from that ordeal. Splashing helplessly in the icy-cold lake in Aunt Clarice's garden. I remember watching slowly as Belle pulled herself out of the lake right before my eyes, rendering my rescue attempt null and void.
So the cat literally just fucking...
Did the cat just try to murder us?
What do you mean, us?
Lapis, we're sharing a body in this context. Shut up.
No, we are not.
You're sharing consciousness.
Not even close.
Yes, we have done fusion.
I'm watching this as if it was a movie, so...
No, I'm just guessing. Then treat it as a royal we, jackass. But I imagine the last thoughts I had right before I swallowed a mouthful of fetid water and lost consciousness was, you really are an idiot. For me, it would have been, fuck you, cat. More than 30 years later, I don't think I've changed all that much. Just ask my wife, Sally.
Okay, here's the fucking thing. You get a phobia of cats if you realize it tried to murder you in that way.
May 11th, Tuesday.
Wow, this is ugly.
Yeah, this...
Oh my god!
What's with her eye?
No. Let me start off right away. Look at the spacing between her facial features.
I
See how
know.
fucked up that is? That is not a human face.
You know the sad part is, I like the background. And
All that needs to happen is literally push her eyes
a little bit closer together.
No. Push everything in her face closer together, and you have a human face. And I don't know how this got past anybody. And they said, "No, this is good. This is good."
I'm guessing we don't see her much then. Ellie doesn't like Bella. Wait. I know you can't say I blame her. I don't think. Please say that name for me, Lapis, because I can't. I need a second opinion. That is apparently a name. I need a second opinion.
Okay.
Tell me how you think that name is pronounced.
What? Arabella.
The last name.
Arabella, wait.
Okay, so I was just a little bit self-conscious. I thought it might be. That's what I thought it might be. I wasn't sure.
God, even Go-Go Nippon looks so much better than this.
That
And
being
that
the
game
case,
is a weeaboo simulator.
it's strange Sally seems to be laboring under the entirely misguided apprehension that I might be having an affair with her. Oh God, now I'm big. Wow, it seems like it got a little bit better when she talked, but it's just this huge gap right here.
It's empty space.
Like you can see her nostrils, but it's just flat. Is she Mandy? Why are you
Or
always so
maybe
kind to...
since we're supposed to be looking at her head on.
I mean, when I think about it that way, it makes it a little less bad. But you have to admit, the background is nice.
It looks like a kid's book. Like a picture book you would have gotten in kindergarten.
That's kind of what it feels like so far. It feels like I'm supposed to be reading a picture book of memories. See? It just had a wipe like a page turning. Two of us are sitting together in a little...
How does the TV buzz?
TV buzzing in the background. My TV buzzes.
No, I mean, unless it's like a CRT, but
No,
that's a fucking flat
I have a
screen.
flat screen that buzzes. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be watching because I haven't been paying attention. Maybe some kind of crime drama that would explain the stiff, lifeless...
Oh my god, they're watching they're watching,
You really think...
SVU.
And if it is, that's some irony. Also, I think that's what... I think when he says buzz, I just think he means
No.
noise.
They're watching Special Victims Unit.
Probably. Crime dramas have a strange fixation on dead girls, particularly drowned dead girls. Maybe they think it's edgy. Maybe they think it's sexy. The pre-Raphaelites?
Raphaelites? The hell?
Look up the word lapis while I continue to read. Sure seem to
I'm not
think
gonna look it
so.
up.
Given their unhealthy obsession with porophilia. Don't really comment on the sexiness or otherwise of this dead girl. She reminds me too much of Melly.
You know, this is gonna go in a very wrong direction.
You can't stand her, Sal, but her money is worth just as much as anybody else's. Every little counts and all that. Don't regurgitate advertising jingles at me. Also, dude named Robin. I don't know why, it's weird to me.
You've never seen Dark Knight Rises. That was probably...
Wait, was his actual name Robin?
At the end, that was one of the things people complained about in The Dark Knight Rises. The woman is handing Joseph Gordon-Levitt something. I think it's his, like, ID or whatever. And she goes, you know, you should use that name. I really like it. Robin.
Huh, I forgot about that. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I was born in the darkness. I could not do a band impression. Even so. I think it's because the first person I ever met in real life that was named Robin was a female. And that's what I'm used to thinking of. It's either an alias or a female's name. I don't think Sally...
What?
What, Robin? That is what it feels like to me. It just throws me off. I don't think Sally's watching the TV either. She's glaring at the wall and squeezing the cushion so tightly it would scream if it could. Why does she have to come pick up Annette so early? She knows her piano lessons don't finish until 6:30. Would you like to know how long we've been going for the recording so far?
I don't know. Stop telling me to guess because
I said would you like to know?
What? How long then?
24 minutes.
And nothing has happened.
Yeah, other than we know we almost died. Maybe she's lonely? So she decided to invade our home and invite herself in for coffee. Well, I guess I was the one who invited her in for the coffee, but I didn't really have a choice. We could have told her to leave. I couldn't, Sal, not when she'd come all this way. I'd have felt bad. You'd feel bad about inconveniencing Arabella's sodding weight. But you don't have any sympathy for me? I had to listen to her banging on about her divorce for half an hour. I feel like I'm going to go mad. Ouch, I'm sorry about that, Sally Pally. Oh god, I just died a little bit. I try to give Sally a sympathetic look, but I'm not sure how much of an effect it is having. Sally's even looking at me, she's too busy seething. You're worse, sorry, you wouldn't have dumped her on me like that. I'm a translator, not a professional entertainer. Know about sorry, Sal, I'm just... I didn't know what to do. I could hardly cut Annette's piano lesson short because her mother turned up too early. I bet she did it on purpose, because you're always so nice to her. Robin, you're too soft.
This is why visual novels aren't interesting.
I normally...
It's basically the boring parts of it. Okay, before everybody crucifies me for this bullshit, I like RPGs. RPGs are awesome. But there comes a point where you really want to skip past literally everything so you can get back to playing the game.
I never have a moment like that.
This is what an RPG is like without the game.
I'm not the way Sally says nice. It sounds so accusatory, like she's trying to frame me for a crime I haven't committed. Also, the views expressed by my colleague do not express the views of this channel. Thank you very much.
I just don't fucking like visual novels because they bore me. There's nothing here. Literally nothing has happened except somebody telling us the backstory of their fear of cats.
School work at. She's been having a piano lessons with me for 2 years. My relationship with the charming Madam Wait, but we're strictly one of business. I hardly ever talk to her. Well, Arabella Wait tries to talk to me. I go along, just more polite than ignoring her, as Sally would prefer. Lapis, would you prefer us to be playing DC Universe right now? Why would I? Tell me, Lapis, would you?
Yes.
Brutal. Fine. Next video, you can look forward to that. Wait, something of a snob. She's boring, doesn't have a single French bone in her body. After Arabella Waite's getting divorced, she's been in the process of getting divorced for more than 7 months now. I feel sorrier for Annette than her. I think Annette's kind of 9-year-old girl who's been forced to grow up far too quickly. She's less of a daughter to her mother than a constant living counselor. No wonder she's so quiet during piano lesson. I should not be laughing. After being nice to herself, she's paying a customer and she's going through a tough time. I know she's going through a tough time. I know all about that problem because she told me in detail. She told me more than I would like to know. You know what I bought, Lapis? You know what the other thing I bought? Would you like to know what the other thing I bought was? Guacamelee Super Championship
Yes,
Turbo.
you could be playing a great platformer right now, but instead you're stuck in this bullshit.
I'm honestly I'm very curious where this is going, Lapis. So if you think I should, I will return it right now because I don't think I have 2 hours. It has not been 2 hours yet. Back his bags. Had judgmental, don't you know? I want to see where this ends. 2 friends.
I don't want to be here for 6 hours, man.
Fine, I will save it, stop right here. Goodbye.